Hi friends, hi soul sister family, it's Amy Lynn here and I'm coming to you today from my tarot office to do your Beltane spread. This is going to be for all of my followers, for the coven, for any of the soul sister family. And so Beltane is a fire festival and it's about all the things fertility. So the earth is fertile for things to grow. The animals are procreating. It's the Valentine's Day, if you will, of the pagan Sabbats. It's the sexy holiday. It's about merrymaking, frolicking, having a good time. So we're going to go ahead and get going on your spread today. Now, I'm going without a microphone today. I'm having multiple technical difficulties. That's why I'm in the office today, not out in the front window. So hopefully it's going to pick up okay, and we'll do all right with this. So I'm using the, since the animals are so much procreating right now, I'm using the Anima Mundi Tarot. This is my animal tarot deck that I use. And so we're going to use the animal tarot deck, and then we'll also get a message for you from the Beltane Oracle over here at the end. All right, so first thing out, we're going to look at, I'm going to get shuffling for you, but we're going to be looking at, this is the fire festival, so we're going to talk about what lights your fire, what's putting out your fire today. We're going to look at your divine feminine and divine masculine, and how to bring the two into balance. It's a little bit twin flamey, but out of all of the pagan Sabbats, this is going to be the one that's going to focus the most on the twin flame union. So I'm going to shuffle for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down, honestly, before I finish that shuffle. Here we go. Hopefully we can get this going correctly as well. It has been one of those days, friends. I mean, I did a whole review for a deck that was sent to me, and the whole thing did not record the sound because my mics were not charged up. So we're going to be redoing that one. All right, so this is for the Soul Sister Collective. Let's see what kind of messages my Soul Sister family needs for Beltane. Do 3 more. Whoops, I didn't get through that. Okay, so temperance, we need balance. We're going to talk about balance as part of the spread, but we're going to put that back in. We're going to go again here. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. There we go. All right. So what's going on for you right now, or what lights your fire right now? Knight of Swords. So quick action and movement, and there's something that you're fighting for right now in your life. What's lighting your fire? There's something that you're going after and going full speed ahead, might I add. So nothing wrong with that, but just be careful with this one, because this knight can really have a silver tongue. He can cut people down with his words. So be careful that that's not you, that you're not the one who's, think before you speak, I'm going to say. And remember, our knights are a reckless energy. So yes, fight for what you want, go for what you want, but be careful to use your head before you open your mouth. All right. Let's see what your challenge is, or what's putting your fire out right now. Loss, some sort of loss. Could be a financial loss. So you're feeling very much like, well, you can hear the sirens going. You're feeling very much like you've had some sort of loss, and this is what you're trying to fight back from. This is your challenge right now, or what's putting your fire out. You feel like you don't have any resources to work with right now, or something's been taken away from you, or you feel like you've been shut out by like a whole group of people. Tough energy to be in, but you're determined. You're going to fight back, and you're going to recover from this. So, okay, put that like that. Next, we're going to look at both your divine feminine and your divine masculine and see what each looks like, and then how we can get some balance there. So on your feminine side, Oh, you're in your feels. Of course you are. So the Four of Cups, you know, you're in your feels. You're dissatisfied with something. You're disappointed with something. You know, the offers that you want aren't quite coming in at this point. If they do, they're not ones that you want. So hang in there. You're definitely in your feels. So let's look at the masculine side. What's going on with that? Look at that Leo right there. Look at that lion right there. Of course, that's going to come through as our masculine. So, okay, on your masculine side, you are trying to do the right thing here. So I feel like your feminine is pulling on more on the negative side right now, going right into the feelings and emotions, where your masculine, your divine masculine within you is trying to hold this together and be like, let's do the right thing in this situation. It's like, whoa, 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 take it easy, divine feminine. We're going to do the right thing here. We want to have that equal energy exchange, and we don't want to fly off the handle, which makes me a little bit concerned about that Knight of Swords back up here, because that's kind of that energy. So just be very careful right now that you're not rushing into something because of your emotions. You know, don't let your emotions lead you into something that you could regret later. Let's rein it in and listen to our divine masculine and try to keep things equal energy exchange, even what is just and fair, because we also know this is the Justice card, by the way. We also know what the Justice card is. This is a cause and effect card. So if you are doing something right now that is a little bit reckless, there's going to be karma for that. There's going to be, you know, an effect for that. So let's ring that in. All right, so how do we bring our divine feminine and our divine masculine into balance right now? Okay, so this is the Five of Wands. Look at there. There's a struggle going on within you right now, friends. There's a struggle for sure. This is inner conflict. Also, you might be affected by the things that are happening in your outside world that are petty arguments and people that are competition, that are trying to steal your things or your ideas or aggravate you, you know. So you have to, this is fire energy. So how are we going to bring these two into union, where we've got emotions on one side, we've got the, you know, truth and do the right thing on the other side, and we've got like a conflict brewing, you know? Well, as always, you're going to go within, and, you know, that's where you're going to find always all your answers. So, but I want to say we want to be careful here, because I feel like there is something brewing here with this fire energy, and you're conflicted. Lean into your divine masculine right now. That's going to be more about staying away from the emotions, and I think you're going to get some better answers there. Maybe this is a very emotional time for you right now. So kind of lean more onto that side of it. Let's look at the bottom of the deck and see what else we got to go with that. We're running out of room here. Ooh la la. Seven of the Swords. So be careful here, folks. I feel like you've got people around you that are up to no good. I feel like we've gotten this in another spread for this group, either the one before or the one before that. So be careful. There might be enemies in your camp. There might be people plotting against you. You know, and also the world is crazy right now. So really you have to be careful. Pick your battles carefully. Pick what you want to get involved in and what you don't carefully. Because if you deplete yourself with some of these things, you know, there's going to be no going back, and you're just, it's all going to be negative, and it's going to put you in a low vibration. So be very careful right now of what you're deciding to get involved with, and what you are, let's go back to the top, what you're deciding to fight for. What is worth the effort and time here that's going to really make a difference. Don't let your emotions sweep you away, for sure, because there will be justice here. There will be a cause and effect here. So, you know, let's be careful what we're giving our energy to. Okay, let's go ahead and get a message from our Beltane Oracle. This is kind of heavy for a Beltane reading, honestly, guys. So be careful out there. Let's see what we have for my soul sister family. Let's see if anything jumps out, or are we going to have to cut it today? Ooh, yes. Okay. Oh, yay. This is much more lighthearted. Sex magic. Wonderful. Okay, so sex magic is a thing, especially on Beltane. So if you don't know what sex magic is, it's one of the greatest ways to raise energy to manifest what you want. And so you can do that alone and you can do it with a partner. So if you're looking to explore working with a spell on Beltane, definitely look into some sex magic because, like I said, it is a great way to raise energy and you know, manifest what you want. Let me read what else it has down at the bottom there for you. I draw on my body with an invisible blade. Well, that's interesting because we've got blades all over this reading. Carved with the bliss of lustrous teeth. It is in the allure that I will meet blood and flesh. Okay. So take some time to enjoy this holiday, enjoy all the fun and let loose and the merrymaking. But it looks to me like you've got some serious stuff on your plate right now. But be careful what you're choosing to give your energy to at this time. And we will check in for the next one for Midsummer or Litha and see if things have lightened up a bit for you all. Thank you so much. Let me bring it back up here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a blessed and fun Beltane.